It's not an easy fix for Liverpool, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Did you find that, though, mentally as a player, to get back to those levels, to that standard, to maintain it at least, it is difficult?
It was, yeah, absolutely, because you're the team that's there. Everyone's trying to beat you. It's very different from when you're chasing teams to then being chased and then to being the top boys where everyone's coming up and they may have a different setup against you and they've looked at what you were really successful at the season before. So teams are not going to let you do the same thing. But the sign of great teams are they go again. It's one thing winning it. The great teams go again, like Man United have done, like Man City have done that. But Liverpool aren't winning the league this season.
Oof.
It's gone early, Will. It's gone early.
The look he gave me as well when he said that.
6 games already they've lost.
Yeah.
They're not winning the league
Too
this
far
season.
off, yeah.
Too far off, yeah. Too much that needs to be fixed.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the goal. Shay, with your goalkeeper hat on here, controversial in the sense that we'll get into and what the Match Centre have said about it. What was your view from a goalkeeper's point of view, Murillo's strike?
Look, I think it's the right decision. I think there'll be an angle that will show Alisson has a clear view when he strikes the ball. I think Alisson does claim that he's offside, and we've seen it 2 weeks ago, of course, with Liverpool. It's gone the other way. And I think Alisson at this point can see the ball well, so I don't think he's interrupting with his vision. You know, I don't think he's saving that no matter who's standing there. You'll see it here when Murillo kicks the ball, he's watching the ball, he can see it. I think we have the one last angle from it within the goal, and I think it's the right decision. And I know Liverpool feel hard done by because remember the big goal that Van Dijk scored at City a couple of weeks ago was ruled out because of Robertson was in an offside position. But if you just pause it there, look, you can see Alisson, you can see him striking it. He's not saving that well no matter what, and I think it's the right decision.
I think a bigger worry for Liverpool is how Murillo can actually take a touch 10 yards out from a corner and then get his shot away without anyone closing him down. That would be the bigger worry for me. Well, I agree with Shea. The Van Dijk one shouldn't have been disallowed a couple of weeks ago, and certainly that was the correct decision in allowing that. What you're now looking for is consistency, because if someone's in and around the 6-yard box, then you would think, well, he has to be interfering, when clearly he wasn't then. The keeper wasn't stopping that one, and Donnarumma wasn't stopping Van Dijk a couple ago.
So we thought we'd actually have a little look to see how Liverpool's fans had rated Arne Slot through this difficult recent period. And you see on that right-hand column, it fluctuates wildly depending on the result, as you would probably expect. But I just wonder if that was a Jürgen Klopp figure, whether there would be such a wild fluctuation, because you think they'd give him a defeat or two. Jamie, it seems to me that some Liverpool fans are starting to think what seems like the unthinkable. This is a manager who won the title last season. They couldn't get rid of him, could they, in the following season?
No, not in my mind at any time through this season. But I must say, some of the people I spoke to after the Nottingham Forest game and supporters, and I've got friends and family, how they were speaking shocked me a little bit. I think there's huge respect for Arne Slot, what he did last season. Let's not forget, Liverpool had won one league title in 30 years before that man came to Liverpool. To win your league title in your first season is pretty special. But what I have the feeling is that he doesn't have unconditional love and support that Jürgen Klopp always had. Jürgen Klopp had a couple of ropey moments in his time. At one stage, he lost 6 games in a row at Anfield in the league. It was the COVID season, there was no supporters there, but still for Liverpool to lose 6 games at home at that stage was pretty bad. But at no stage did I ever feel that people were talking about Jürgen Klopp's position the way people have been speaking about Arne Slot's position over the weekend. But it's the nature of the beast. He's the manager of one of the biggest clubs in the world. The results are horrendous at this moment. But for me, there should be no talk or no thought of this manager being out of a job this season. And that is the reason why.
His first 50 league games as manager, and he has more points than every Liverpool manager since Shankly, apart from Kenny Dalglish, who also had an extraordinary start, 102 points from their first 50 matches. We were discussing this earlier on, and it's not unprecedented that a club would change a manager who has won the league title, even in the next season. Well, these are the only 3 clubs actually in Premier League history who have sacked a manager who's won the title for them. Chelsea, Leicester and Manchester City. Chelsea have done it numerous times, Man City a couple of times. Only 2 have done it the following season. Jose Mourinho in his second spell. In fact, 3 have done it. Claudio Ranieri, after he won the title with Leicester, and Roberto Mancini, right at the end of the season. I think you played a part in that, Roberto, as well.
No, in the league.
Because Wigan beat Manchester City in the FA Cup just a few days before that happened.
Can I just make a little point, though?
Very quickly.
Come to me. I don't think Liverpool have ever sacked a manager who've won the league. I think they all resigned or they all left for different reasons. Liverpool have never, got rid of a manager who's won the league title.
And rightly so.
Yeah.
Jamie Carragher didn't hold back when assessing Arne Slot's situation at Liverpool, arguing that the new boss is operating without the deep, emotional backing Jürgen Klopp enjoyed. Carragher highlighted that Klopp's connection with the fanbase gave him a cushion during tough spells, something Slot simply hasn't earned yet. With Liverpool's performances stuttering and early results causing concern, Carragher suggested that every misstep feels magnified because the goodwill isn't there to protect Slot from criticism. He went on to explain that Slot's challenge isn't just tactical, it's emotional and cultural. While Klopp could rely on years of loyalty and trust, Slot is expected to deliver immediately in a high-pressure environment. Carragher warned that without a strong start, the atmosphere could turn quickly, making the job even tougher. In his view, Slot must prove himself fast, build a bond with supporters, and show he can steer Liverpool through this transition before doubts grow even louder.